Hi, Jeff Big Daddy Wayne here, with perhaps the most important video I've ever made and put on YouTube. As you know, right now they're tearing statues down across the United States. It's creating a huge controversy with the alt-right and the alt-left. Very difficult days for us that are the alt-middle. I'm worried that once they take down the Confederate statues, they're going to take down Union statues of Union generals, because Sherman and Sheridan went out west and fought the Indians, and of course that was wrong. Then of course FDR put the Japanese in concentration camps. That was wrong. I mean, this is the problem. Everybody's offended by everything today. Who can't be offended? I'm a comedian. This is the toughest time in the world for comedians. People want to be offended just so they can be offended. People are offended if they're not offended. You know, it's a tough time for comedians because not only do we have to really watch what we're talking about, people don't take it in the spirit it's being delivered. Also, there's not much to inspire laughter anymore. And that's why I'm talking about the statue they better not tear down. The statue they better not touch, or there will be trouble. And I'm talking about the statue of Lou Costello in Paterson, New Jersey. Yes, from the comedy team of Abbott and Costello, there's a statue of Lou Costello there in Paterson, New Jersey. Beautiful statue. And I worry about that one. That's the only one I'm worried about. So I love Lou. You love Lou. We all love Lou. But somebody might read something in there that's not there. And that's what bothers me. Now look, I've got some things here, ladies and gentlemen, that I'll show you that corresponds to what I'm talking about. Okay? This is my favorite Abbott and Costello book. I got tons of them. And tons of Abbott and Costello memorabilia. I have this from 1945, all about Bud and Lou. See that? I have Bud and Lou's script, Lou Costello's script from Abbott and Costello Go to Mars. Look at that. The myth was that they never opened their scripts. They would only be told the story, and that's true. I have Lou Costello's personal script, and ladies and gentlemen, nothing has been touched in the script, okay? So now, moving on. Oh, also I have this beautiful autograph. I've got several autographs of Abbott and Costello. This is a beautiful picture of Lou from Lost in a Harem. And you know, the deal with the autographs was, and I got it back in the book, if you asked Lou Costello for an autograph, if Bud's was there, he wouldn't sign. You had to give him a blank page so he could sign his name, and then Bud didn't mind signing. Also, I have Abbott and Costello Christmas ornaments. Look at that. Christmas. Lou loved Christmas. I have Abbott and Costello Christmas ornaments. I love Lou. He's made us all happy for so many years. And so you're saying, why, Jeff, why would you be worried about them taking down that statue? Well, first of all, the most famous routine, who's on first? Who's on first? I don't know on second, and what's on second, I don't know who's on third. Look at that. I can't even remember the routine right now. Who's on first? I don't know is on third. What is on second? Who's on first? That's what I'm trying to find out. The guy in first base, what's his name? Who? The first baseman. Who? Listen, when a guy gets paid at the end of the week, who gets all the money? Every cent of it. So you might be saying, Jeff, what are you worried about? Well, somebody might say, who is a Chinese name, and they're making fun of Chinese people. Because people today take these incredible leaps. They want to be offended. Now, I'm just going to give you a few of the movies that they've made that people could be offended by, okay? First of all, there are 4 big military comedies. Buck Privates, In the Navy, Keep 'em Flying, and Buck Privates Come Home. Somebody would say, oh, they're making fun of the war. It's wrong. It's wrong. People were dying. Hey, it was war. What do you want? We got it. You know, the most serious subjects are the one you're going to make fun of. Right 'em, cowboy. Right 'em, cowboy. Indians, they're making fun of Indians. It's wrong. There's some cute jokes in there. I like the one where they want Lou Costello to get on a horse, and the guy says, show him who's boss. And he goes, he knows who's boss. This is another one that I'm fascinated with right here. This is Part of My Sarong. Oh, Samoan culture. They were so peaceful and beautiful. Why are they ridiculing them? They're not ridiculing them. They're just having fun with it. Lost in a Harem, which I have that picture from. Now, somebody's going to go, oh, Arabs. They're doing something about Arabs. Oh, it's just misplaced humor. Hold that co-ed. Education. They're making fun of education. You know, it's just fun. Everybody makes fun of school. I love the line, did you ever go to, Abbott says, did you ever go to school, stupid? He says, yeah, I came out the same way. I mean, you gotta, how could anybody? Who, the Naughty 90s, where they actually do, who's on first on there? It's about baseball, not a Chinese name. I'm just going through these quickly for you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein might be their most famous film, where they meet the Frankenstein monster and Dracula and the Wolfman. Of course, vampires are very popular today. Of course, they're not like the vampires way back then, when vampires used to dress beautifully and enjoy doing what they were doing. Now we have white trash vampires that feel sad about their lot in life. They live in trailers. I love that because they're looking at the Dracula legend. And Bud goes, I know there's no Dracula. You know there's no Dracula. And Lou says, but does Dracula know? Lord, I love that film, but who knows? It may be withdrawn. It's Mexican hayride. We have a large Latino community today. Perhaps they would be offended when they're in the bull ring and everybody's shouting, Olé! And Lou is shouting, Oli! And Bud goes, it's Olé! He says, but it reads Oli. People find offense with anything today. Africa screams, do I need to tell you what might offend someone with that particular routine? Abbott and Costello Meet the Killer, Boris Karloff. Murder! Killing! You can't make fun of murder! Oh, sure you can. We do it all the time on Law & Order. Do you ever watch that show? It's hilarious. Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. One of my favorite gags of all time. Now, I know they might get upset because there could be a reality of invisibility. You know the CIA is investigating that. But they're acting like detectives, one of my favorite routines. And Lou Costello got the magnifying glass where he's looking, and he's looking around, and all of a sudden he goes, how can you beat a gag like that? Now let's see what else we have here for us, Lee. Coming round the mountain. Hillbillies, of course, making fun of hillbillies. Lost in Alaska. It's melting! It's melting! You can't make fun of it. It was melting then. Abbott and Costello go to Mars. Actually, they go to Venus in the movie. Somebody would actually complain about that. Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy, which has one of my favorite jokes. Lou accidentally throws a glass of water in Bud's face, and he wipes it off, and he goes, how stupid can you get? He says, how stupid do you want me to be? Also, they're nailing something, and he hits Abbott's finger when he's nailing it. Abbott goes, with a nail, he goes, hit the head, hit the head. So Lou looks and goes, and hits him in the head. Oh, I missed that. Dance With Me, Henry. Now, this could cause them a lot of trouble. Dance With Me, Henry was a song that Georgia Gibbs covered from Etta James, and it was called Roll With Me, Henry, or Hurry Me, Henry. And, of course, we all know that's forbidden now, anybody that did a cover of a black and R&B song. So I'm just telling you, I hope nobody tears down that statue of Lou Costello, because something offends everybody in some way today. And I'm going to just give you a good example of that, okay? Now, at the Comedy Store, I told a joke. At the time here in LA, we had the West Nile virus. And they spent a couple of $1 million lecturing us about the West Nile virus, talking to us about the West Nile virus, and actually sending out millions of flyers, beautifully designed with a big mosquito. Watch out for the West Nile virus. So one night at the Comedy Store, I told my joke. Okay, now this is a fez. For those that don't know, this is a fez. And the joke was, we've learned good news today. Science has learned how to identify the West Nile virus. It's the mosquito that wears the little fez. I couldn't believe this. After the show, somebody actually stopped me in the foyer and said they were offended by that joke. I said, what offended you about that joke? He said, you said those mosquitoes wear fezzes and it's the West Nile virus, and that would offend Muslims. I said, it's a mosquito. A mosquito can't be a Muslim. Are there Muslim mosquitoes out there? If there is, this terrorism has really gotten out of hand, hasn't it? I mean, could you imagine somebody's mind making those leaps, connecting those dots? So that's why I fear for Bud and Lou, but I just want to warn everybody out there. If you touch that statue, you're going to have to deal with Big Daddy himself. In fact, I think there should be more statues of Lou, and the Marx Brothers, and Laurel and Hardy, and W.C. Fields, and Jerry Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, there should be 3 statues alone in Los Angeles of Lou Costello, Bud Abbott, and Hillary Brooke. Maybe all like 3 facing each other, so every day we could hear, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third. Hey, you're on first when you subscribe to Big Daddy Knows, because Big Daddy does know.